Hi students, this video is to help you understand your form N-400. I will explain the vocabulary first, then give you some possible questions for your interview. Please feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Form N-400, Part 2. Part 2. Information about you. Please repeat after me. Current legal name. Current legal name. Family name. Family name. Given name. Given name. Middle name. Middle name. Permanent resident card. Permanent resident card. Family name. Family name. Last name. Surname. Given name. Given name. First name. Middle name. Middle name. The name between first and last name. Now let's practice these 5 questions. Number 1. What's your surname? What's your surname? Number 2. What's your family name? What's your family name? Number 3. What's your given name? What's your given name? Number 4. Do you have a middle name? Do you have a middle name? Number 5. What's your middle initial? What's your middle initial? Current legal name. Current legal name. Full name. Name on the ID or passport. Let's practice these 3 questions. Number 1. Please state your full name. Please state your full name. Number 2. What's your current legal name? What's your current legal name? Number 3. How do you pronounce your name? How do you pronounce your name? Please repeat after me. Other names. Other names. Nicknames. Nicknames. Aliases. Aliases. Maiden name. Maiden name. Name change. Name change. social security number, social security number. Gender, gender. Date of birth, date of birth. Date you became a lawful permanent resident. Date you became a lawful permanent resident. Country of birth, country of birth. Country of citizenship or nationality. Country of citizenship or nationality. Maiden name, maiden name. A woman's last name before marriage. A woman's last name before marriage. Nicknames, nicknames. Aliases, other names. Let's practice these 4 questions. Number 1. What's your maiden name? What's your maiden name? Number 2. Do you have any aliases? Do you have any aliases? Number 3. Have you used any other names since birth? Have you used any other names since birth? Number 4. Do you have any nicknames? Do you have any nicknames? Dash, dash. Hyphen, hyphen. Let's practice these questions. Number 1. Would you like to legally change your name? Would you like to legally change your name? Number 2. Do you want to change your name or keep your name? Do you want to change your name or keep your name? Number 3. Do you want a dash in your new name? Do you want a hyphen in your new name? Number 4. Will your new name have a middle name? Will your new name have a middle name? Social Security number. Social Security number. 9-digit number issued to residents. Gender, gender. Male or female. Male or female. Date of birth, date of birth. Birthday. Now let's practice this question. Number 1. What's your social security number? What's your social security number? Number 2. What are the last 4 digits of your social security number? What are the last 4 digits of your social security number? Number 3. What's your gender? What's your gender? Number 4. What's your date of birth? What's your date of birth? Date you became a lawful permanent resident. Date you became a lawful permanent resident. The date on your green card. Number 1. What's the date you became a permanent resident? What's the date you became a permanent resident? Number 2. When did you get your green card? When did you get your green card? Sponsor. Sponsor. Help. Support. Petition. Petition. Ask. A formal written request. Now let's practice these questions. Number 1. How did you get your green card? How did you get your green card? Number 2. Who sponsored you to come to this country? Who sponsored you to come to this country? Number 3. Who petitioned you to come to this country? Who petitioned you to come to the United States? Number 4. Who is your petitioner? Who is your petitioner? Country of birth. Country of birth. The country you were born. Country of nationality. Country of nationality. Country of citizenship. Country of citizenship. Let's practice these questions. Number 1. What's your country of birth? What's your country of birth? Number 2. What's your place of birth? What's your place of birth? Number 3. What's your country of nationality? What's your country of nationality? Number 4. What's your citizenship? What's your citizenship? Please repeat after me. Physical. Physical. Developmental. developmental, disability, disability, exemption, exemption, developmental disability, developmental disability, mental or physical impairment. For example, learning disabilities or Down syndrome. Naturalization, naturalization. Process to become a U.S. citizen. Let's practice these questions. Number 1. Do you have a physical or developmental disability or mental impairment that prevents you from demonstrating your knowledge and understanding of the English language and civic requirements for naturalization? Do you have a physical or developmental disability or mental impairment that prevents you from demonstrating your knowledge and understanding of English language and requirements for naturalization? Number 2. Do you have a physical disability? Do you have a physical disability? Number 3. Do you have a mental impairment? Do you have a mental impairment? Exemption from the English language test. Exemption from the English language test. Do not need to take the English test. Number 1. Are you 50 years of age or older that you have lived in the United States as a lawful permanent resident for periods totaling at least 20 years at the time you filed your Form N-400? Are you 50 years of age or older, and have you lived in the United States as a lawful permanent resident for periods totaling at least 20 years at the time you filed your N-400?